Let's go back kind of again addressing some derivatives that we learned in Unit 2, but we also want to make sure that we incorporate the things we learned along the way, in particular the chain rule. So let's take a look at some of our trig functions, natural log functions, and exponential functions. And what we want to do is we want to let u be a function of x. And if that's the case, then the following derivatives are true. The derivative with respect to x of the natural log of u. Well, we said earlier the derivative of natural log of x was 1 over x. So if u is a function of x, it's going to be 1 over u times the derivative of u. There's the chain rule now being brought into that derivative that we learned in Unit 2. So this ends up equaling u prime over u. And again, understand the u prime, that's our execution of the chain rule because we're letting u be a function of x. If I take a look at the derivative with respect of e to the u, well, we said e to the x, its derivative was just simply e to the x, so the derivative of e to the u is e to the u times the derivative of u. Again, u prime, that's the chain rule. And then let's go through and add our 6 trig derivatives here. The derivative with respect to x of sine of u is equal to the cosine of u times u prime. Again, making sure we get the chain rule. The derivative with respect to x of the cosine of u is equal to negative sine of u times u prime. Let's take a look at tangent here. The derivative with respect to x of tangent of u is secant squared of u. Again, execute the chain rule, times u prime. The derivative with respect to x of cotangent of u is going to be negative cosecant squared of u times u prime. And then the remaining trig functions, we have the derivative with respect to x of secant of u, and that is secant u tangent u, again, times u prime. And then last but not least, we have the derivative with respect to x of cosecant of u, which we said was negative cosecant of u, cotangent of u, times u prime. And so there's our derivative rules from Unit 2. The one thing that we kind of brought into the fold here, and just making sure we're perfectly clear on, is that the u prime comes from the fact that we need to be executing the chain rule every time that one of these functions is acting on u, which may be some sort of function of x. So we need to make sure we're incorporating the chain rule into these known derivatives that we picked up from the previous unit.